Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I wasn't really sure what to... I had an idea of what I was going to write about today, or at least make a video about, excuse me, and it's been kind of vague from within, and it's because I received my upgraded heart last night, and you know, I'm noticing that I'm saying a lot, and I'm trying to eliminate that. So work with me and help me through this, guys. I need you guys to help me with through this. So I'm going to go over my experience and then explain as best as I can about this. So I had kind of a rough night again, being awakened due to the breath coming in. So there was a side effect of major wheezing going on through that experience, which kept me awake, fully awake. The body was awake, not just my consciousness. If my body can sleep throughout the night and my consciousness is still functioning, I am well rested still. But when the body cannot rest on top of the consciousness not doing what it's supposed to be doing, then that's when you kind of become disoriented, if you will. And I caught myself there as best as I could. So last night I experienced a burst, an explosion within my heart. And I think I'm going to kind of go back to when I was 17, turning 18. I could have already been 18. And I made a video about this, my near-death experience in relationship to it. There was a summer where there was something wrong. My heart was pounding to the point that my entire body was continuously moving back and forth, swaying with every heartbeat. It was that powerful of a heartbeat. And you could feel, you can look and you can see and you can feel my heartbeat through my shirt, just pounding, moving. My clothing would actually move against the pounding of my heart. And my parents took me to all kinds of doctors, and they would always come back with, well, there's just nothing wrong with her. She's in complete health. The monitors are not showing anything. And that's very puzzling to the point. I don't understand. Well, I understand now, but back then we were all puzzled. You can look at my heart, and they could see it, even the doctors could see that I was physically having something taken place. My heart was pounding out of my chest. Yet none of the tests was coming back as reflecting that same beat, intensified beat. And so it went on for, I guess, the entire summer. And one night, I was in bed, resting, sleeping, where I ended up having an experience of me returning home. I was engulfed in this white light, the whitest, most brightest, most brilliant and beautiful light that I've ever seen. And around me were these people. and all I could make out were their faces, yet I can't remember them. Everything else was white and bright. I couldn't see, but I could see. And I felt at peace as they were looking at me. And I was looking at them. And I knew I was okay. And so I was continuously floating up and floating up. And I was going back home. And all of a sudden, my mom was waking me up, was the next thing that I recall. And I immediately became upset because I no longer had that peace. And I'm still healing this part of me, I guess, as these emotions are coming up and remembering a time of great peace and then great loss. I ended up spending, I've realized, the rest of my life searching for that same type of peace and love that I had then. And I believe that I have held a little bit of bitterness and animosity towards my mother for waking me up, from robbing me of my return home. You know, the pounding of my heart that night was so intense that my mom said the entire bed was beating on the wall. Yet she was the only one who could hear it. My sister, who slept next to me in another bed in the same room, didn't. My father, who laid next to my mother, didn't. It wasn't my time, regardless of what took place. My mom was meant to come wake me back up. But what I realized today is that my heart chakra was opening way too fast, way too quickly. So I was really supposed to wake up a long time ago. But because my vessel, my human form, wasn't ready for that amount of light to finally serve my purpose here on earth, it was postponed a little bit. I have read a lot of other people's experiences about the waking up process, and some people have had some traumatic events take place of spontaneous eruptions of the Kundalini, that life force energy of that eruption taking place, of spontaneous chakras opening and causing major trauma to the human form. And so that was probably what was taking place when I was a teenager. And I'm assuming that those who decide to stay here and still serve here for humanity, of course, they decide to live. Because even if we are experiencing something that is spontaneous or not, our spirit, our soul connection and spirit connection is always in control. We always have a choice at every single moment if we are going to stay or go home. And if you are here, you have decided to stay. And of course, the longer you are here, you are deciding to serve. And I'm sorry, I said let's count the ums in today's video, please. So last night, when I felt the explosion in my heart, it was definitely not like I felt before. This was, I don't want to say painful, because I no longer see pain in the same concept as the way that I used to. Pain, just like everything else, is a perception based upon experiences and beliefs, what we have been trained to believe. It definitely shook me. It definitely woke me up. It definitely took my breath away. It definitely jolted my body last night. It was the spark of the permanent seed atom that takes place within the Sacred Heart. That completely changes the color of your heart. The heart chakra, to begin with, is green. When it transforms, which there will be a transformation on many occasions, that because of the upgrade in the thymus gland, the full functioning of the thymus gland, where the permanent seed atom finally is able to produce and live, the heart takes on a blue color, and it becomes your diamond heart or the crystal lotus heart. And this becomes a part of, becomes a connection to the turquoise of the Mother Ark, which ignites the inner Holy Spirit called the Amoraea Flame. Yet in the 8th dimension, it is a gold color. But when the monad begins to flower in the diamond heart, it takes on the color of blue. It is the crystal lotus heart. When our heart is healed, there is a fire that is ignited inside of the heart that is accessed. And the fire in this heart is also within the kidneys, and there becomes that connection. It's kind of like a triangle or a holy trinity within this area. And when the heart is healed, there is a twin flame ignition in our heart and our kidneys, which shifts the heart configuration. Twin flames equals structures of light within the heart. So 2 flames ignite within the heart. The monad is the greater flame, and the physical body is the lesser flame. When this dual flame is ignited, there is an ignition in the heart and a fire coming into the kidneys, which is about the blood cleansing. So again, in order to have Christ consciousness, the permanent seed atom must receive the spark from the monad. And all of this takes place within the thymus gland. So if you are unsure if your thymus gland is open and activated, set the intention. Your thymus gland sits at the breastbone. It's kind of like a little knot there. And for myself, prior to it waking up, it was very tender to the touch. It was almost swollen even, as if it was always telling me, heal your sacred heart. And I just kind of used to tap on it a little bit, and setting the intention to begin the healing process. Everything that you bring into your awareness that you want within your awareness, your mind, and it speaks to your heart, it is going to begin the process that will take you there in time. And as long as you are learning your experiences, that you are seeing your experiences as part of your healing process that takes you back to your past, that of course is trying to eliminate all limitations, fears, and pains associated with your past, you are going to achieve exactly what you are meant to achieve. But when you fail to witness your own life unfolding to give you your better life, then that's when you have to stay at the level that you're at until the lessons are learned. Everything that we are going through is attempting to heal us and to return us back to our original source. Now, when this anchor has taken place within the heart, this is also when the silver cord is fully intact. You are going to begin receiving information continuously, yet the information is going to be transmitted throughout your body, your bloodstream, slowly. It's going to take a little bit more time. You are also, by receiving this light, this continuous flow of light, you are anchoring further into the earth. You are helping the earth grid. You are helping Earth, Mother Gaia, in her growth process, which is also helping and assisting in the collective awakening and birthing process as well. Where you currently are living at right now is exactly where you are supposed to be living at. You are needed to help anchor in this light. Just like the Great Pyramids are a structure that is built somewhere, well, in Egypt, that is specifically meant to bring in more light and help Mother Earth and expand outwardly, to therefore allow her energy to come up and create an awakening process within us in the time that is meant to for ourselves. Our light does the same thing. We become a living structure. I was brought here to where I am for a purpose. And my past was always trying to get me here on more than one occasion. It took me some time to finally get here, but now that I have been planted. My roots are firmly planted within this earth, and I am helping with more than my own personal healing process and upgrades. This becomes so much more meaningful. Life begins to mean even more when you know that everything is being planned out exactly the way it is. And you being where you are and the way that you are is exactly who you were supposed to be. That's going to take you who you are going to become, and changes everything. In time, all of this is going to make sense. For myself, for you, for everybody. I am still in the process of receiving it all, although it's been given to me. The activation part or the integration part can be very slow. We have to continuously keep our heart open. We have to remove expectation about time and allow things to just kind of flow in the direction that it is meant to be. And when everything is just right, when your light is sustainable for more information, it will be so. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.